Good morning, it's Barbara. It is sunny and beautiful outside, and if it's not too breezy, it won't be too chilly, so I'm going out. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Once again, it sounds like it's raining. Leaves landing on the umbrellas. I guess it's pretty soon time to put these umbrellas down. I mean, face facts. We want to be in the sun, right? Excuse me. So, yesterday was a pretty good day, although I do find myself waking up feeling melancholy, a little melancholy, that twilight sleep that you have, as you're waking up, apparently is making me sad. But I imagine that will happen periodically for the rest of my life, right? I went through many, many decades not losing anyone that I cared about. In the last 5 years, I've lost quite a few people. So, yeah, Dennis and I both made it to 65 years old, and we had all four of our parents, so, which is crazy, And, yeah. So Mother's Day this year is going to be sad, and I get it, and I know many of you have already experienced that, so. But I used to tell my mother, she would thank me for whatever I was doing. I'm like, Mama, I cannot tell you how many people I know who would give their eye teeth to be able to do this for their mother. So, I'm grateful to be able to do this for you. So, anyway, so I've been waking up a little melancholy, which is means that you get to hear me a little melancholy because, I haven't been up that long. But I do have my second cup of coffee, which I did hand grind. I'm working on it. Yesterday I did my yoga as I was uploading my vlog, and I'm going to do that again today. And yeah, but today I'm going to be an executrix. I did not do anything yesterday as I said I would, but it's me, and you weren't shocked to hear that. But today I do need to do something. I got a call from the appraiser this morning, and so I have things to tell the lawyer. And but I think I'm going to go to, earthquake. I'm going to go to the bank and open an account for the estate and start doing things that need done. I only have a couple things on my list, and I just need to do them. So I think I'll do them today and get them over with, and then I won't have to think about those things anymore. But yesterday was a pretty good day. Kim came over, so we hung out. I told you that I was going to knit while she was here. And I did for part of the time she was here. For the first part of the time she was here, I was madly, madly looking for my yarn. Giant yarn ball. I asked Dennis to get it for me. I thought it was on my table in my room. He's like, nope, I don't see it. And I'm like, oh. So I went up. I didn't see it. He's like, there's a bag of them, but they're not wound up. I'm like, yeah, I know. What did I do with that? Because I had it Thursday, but I thought I had it on Saturday when the Zoom was happening. We looked everywhere. I had Dennis looking under the deck in case Maisie had taken it out, because this is hand spun from a fleece. My friend, washed the fleece and spun the wool, and I thought maybe it smells sheepier than... No, it doesn't to me. But to dogs, you never know. And anyway, I walked the whole yard in case Maisie took it outside. Poor Maisie got blamed. Anyway, I looked for it for an hour everywhere. It was driving me crazy. But so then I'm like, okay, well, I'll go wind another one. Because as soon as you wind one, you're going to find the other one. That was my thinking, because that's how it works around here. As soon as you find the one, you'll find two. So I go upstairs to organize my room so I can find another giant ball. And there it was, under my chair. But my chair is a rolly desk chair, so that every time you move the chair, it went with it. Anyway, I found it. Because I wanted to find it because I was ready to start striping. And the joys of striping, as those of you who are sock knitters know, is that you just want to keep going. So I started striping. There you go. And I just kept striping. So my plan is to do varying widths of stripes as I go down till I get a fat stripe, and then go back and do the same widths as I go to the end. Which I was sitting there thinking about my knitting this morning and thinking, you know, this is a math problem that you should do now before you get very far, to see how big I want the you know, area of stripe to be. Because my goal is to do the contrasting yarn enough so that I have enough of the teal to, oh, that actually looks like the color, to do, you know, the whole thing except for where the stripes are. Anyway, to maximize the use of the cormo, which is the teal. So I need to figure out how much area, how many stripes I should be doing altogether before I go very much farther. So, because I only have 2 skeins of the cormo left. This is all I have left of the one I'm knitting on, and then I have 2 full skeins, and then that's it. So the plan is to knit as far as I can with this on the body, and then I probably am going to move to the sleeves and knit the sleeves, because the sleeves are going to match. They're going to match the striping. So I will start the sleeves and get them going. And because I want the sleeves to match. My intention is to not have the cream colored yarn be at the very bottom of the sweater and the very bottom of the sleeves. My cuffs get dirtier than the rest of my sweaters do. And so I really don't want the cream at the very bottom. So no matter what I do, I'm going to keep back enough of the teal cormo to do the very bottoms of the sleeves and the ribbing at the bottom. So it's possible that the hood will be mostly white and just a little bit of the cormo just to make it match a little bit. But I also have a kangaroo pocket to knit. And I was hoping to make it match the striping of the sweater. It was over so that it would, you know. Anyway. So this morning I realized I really should be doing some calculations to figure out how many stripes I need. And the other thing, I don't know what I was thinking last night, but I did 1 stripe of the white. I wasn't sure how that was going to look, but it looks good. And then I did 2 stripes of the cormo, then 3 rows. These are rows. 3 rows of the natural, and then I did 3 rows of the cormo. So I did 2 rows of the cormo here and 3 rows of the cormo there, and I don't know why. I forget why. I think it was I watched the video on jogless striping, and she said it works best for 3 rows or more stripes. So maybe that's why I did 3. That was in my mind. I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to continue to do 3 in between as the white stripes get bigger and bigger. I mean, I'm expecting at least 10 row stripe in the middle, and then go back down, and then I'll do 2 cormo before I do the 1 on the other side. Am I making any sense? It's very possible that I'm not, and I apologize for that. But anyway, So there. So yeah, I'm trying to do something like a jogless stripe. And it's kind of working. That I started here. So this and this, you know, they're fairly jogless. And they are under the arm. That's one side of the sweater. And so I think that's going to be fine. I'm assuming that's going to be fine because I am, yeah, going to have to be because that's what I'm doing. So there you go. And you know, knitting stripes, you just keep going because, you know, another stripe. So this is how much knitting I did yesterday because I was just about ready to start striping. I watched Leslie's Not Quite Enough Yarn podcast. It was good to see her and to hear what she's been up to this month. And, oh, Mary Wanamaker, you won the grand prize on the modification mal. Congratulations. Mary's one of our group, but I saw that she won. I confess, I often skip over the prize giving when I'm watching podcasts because I do not enter very many make-alongs. But I will admit that right before it closed, I entered two things. I entered this, which is my road trip cowl, and I entered my Korean, which the modification for that was that I made it much longer than the pattern said. But I didn't win. I didn't expect to win. I was just participating. But because I was participating, I listened, and then I heard that Mary won. So congratulations, Mary. Okay. So the thing that happened, surprising thing that happened yesterday was I was reading my book and I suddenly felt like knitting. So I put my book down in the middle, picked up my knitting, and started knitting stripes. Yeah. I know. That felt like a miracle. It was so nice to feel like knitting, you know? Really nice to feel like knitting. And yeah, so maybe I'm getting my mojo back a little bit. I hope that that's the case. I really do hope that that's the case. Leslie said she's getting her mojo back too, so that's good. Being mojoless is really sad for a knitter. Really sad. So, I put my book down. And knit some stripes. So I will be knitting a little bit today, but I will be executrixing today. And I'm not sure what else. Finishing my book, because I do have a book going. And yeah, that's what's happening. But first I got to upload this, and then I have to do my yoga. But it really is beautiful out here. Did I say we maybe get in a little rain on Friday? Looks like a tiny bit of rain maybe on Friday. So Dennis is going to have to mulch the leaves before Friday in case they get too wet and smushed down. Yeah. He made the delicious chicken last night for dinner, so that's what we had for dinner last night. Tonight we're going to have ribs, which I like. So he made deviled eggs. I figured out I wasn't having enough protein, so I need to up my protein intake. So he made deviled eggs, which I love. So that's fun. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go. Obviously, I'm stretching for content here. And, yeah. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Work hard, everybody who's healing. Good luck with your procedures. I hope everyone is feeling better. I'm sending all my healing thoughts out into the world to you. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay safe.